Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, September 5th, 2020. I'm not allowed to talk about the weather, even though it's going to be nice today. So, let's see what's going on. The new CDC guidelines came through on eviction moratorium. I think what we're going to run into a lot of is that it actually requires at least early understanding of it is that it requires the tenants, if they're so landlords can still evict. They can definitely evict for emergency requirements, like if they're tearing up the house or there's illegal drug activity or illegal activity, period. You can still file eviction, do emergency evictions. You can do a normal eviction. If the tenant, the resident, fills out the paperwork that basically they meet 4 or 5 criteria, then your eviction is put on hold until after the new year. Now, so a couple problems there. I don't know if they're problems. Obviously, the tenants need to prove, or no, they don't need to prove anything, but they need to state that they have been trying to get help from other places, that they make less than a certain amount of money. Basically like they've been negatively affected. And then they have to sign the document under penalty of perjury. So, I guess they don't have to prove that they need the help. It's the honor system, I guess. Is that what I want to say? So you'd have to prove that they perjured themselves. Crossing my arms. But that requires action on their part. So I think what we're going to have is, like, we've got, I think, 3 evictions going on right now. I think a couple of them were post-COVID or pre-COVID, so they were inherited tenants. Anyways, long story short. I have a feeling that we're going to see constables not wanting to enforce writs that we've got, evictions being done. I got a feeling we're going to see maybe some judges that don't understand the CDC orders. I think we're going to have people who either show up or do not show up for court because they said, "Oh, Trump passed this moratorium that I can't be evicted until the new year," even though they have to fill out the form. So it's going to be interesting times. At this point, I don't know of any help for landlords who have loans on properties. A landlord still has to make repairs, even though they're not getting any income in. A landlord still has to make their mortgage payment, even though there's no income coming in. Now, again, some of that might change. I know a lot of banks are working with landlords, offering them a moratorium. So 2 things. Just because people can't be evicted doesn't mean that their rents aren't still accumulating. Also, their late fees can still accumulate. Come January 1st, they're going to get hit with a big bill. Hey, you owe me 3 months or 6 months or 12 months of rent. And all the late fees that go along with that. I think landlords would be crazy not to offer payment plans. But, let's say your rent's $700 a month, right? $750. 5 months is what? I don't know, $37.50, something like that. And let's say, I don't know most people in lower income houses that can afford an extra 100 or 200 a month, right? So let's say they do 100 a month extra on a 3,500 tab. It's going to take 3 years to pay that off. So, I'm ready for, we're going to get a lot of people who, post-COVID, a year or 2 from now, owe a lot of money to previous landlords. And then the answer is going to always be, "Oh, that was COVID times. Those don't count." Yeah, they do count. So, and whenever I see people who show up and then they tell me, like I had an eviction 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, do you still owe any money to the previous landlord? Well, yeah. And I go, okay, have you been paying on it? No. I can if it'll get me into your property. Come on. So, this is my big advice. If you're going to get behind on your rents or whatnot, then you're going to have to at least try and pay towards it so you can show that to a coming landlord. Hey, I've been paying on it. You know what I mean? So anyway, but I kind of rambled a little bit. But the tenants who are, or I'm sorry, the landlords, you still got to make repairs. You might be able to get your bank to do a moratorium like the evictions, but they're going to want their money at the end of what I've been hearing is they're going to be wanting their money at the end of the moratorium, right? All in one lump sum. Now, again, hopefully the banks will be smart enough to work out payment plans so that they can, get people back on track. I just, short of our government financing all of this, I think we're in for, me personally, I just got a feeling we're in for some tough times after COVID, or after all these moratoriums hit, because there's just going to have to be a lot of payment coming out. So anyway, but I can't put it past our government because they like to print money. So anyway, we'll see how it all pans out. I know there's going to be a lot of deals. I think that the market is going to do some sort of correction in a year from now. I'm not sure what that's going to entail. There's a lot of unknowns. You can't predict what the government's going to do. You can't predict, what the market's going to do. I don't know what the election's going to do. So it's going to be whatever. So you just got to be ready. If it's 2007 levels or what, I don't know. Hopefully, if it's 2007 levels, then I'm prepared. Hopefully you are too. So anyway, all right. So today we're just going to go through. We're going to do one property, I think. We're just going to go through it. It's back from a tenant. We will go through, see what we see. We'll run the numbers at the end. I already pre-looked up some numbers. I don't know what this owner bought this property for in 2016. I know what the previous owner paid for it in 2015, but I don't know what the 2016 person paid. So it's not on our realist or our, the info that we can pull as realtors. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, my computer just decided to beep, 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 beep. Is my microphone even on? Yep, it's on. Good. All right, so let's get into this bad boy. Oh man, that's a nice yard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Obviously the yard is very overgrown. The lid of the trash can's broken in half. Got this interesting abandoned property over here. I don't know if this is somebody else's or if this was the tenant's or what.
So there's you can't see it really very well, but it's a steamroller.
Like a little steamroller here.
It's been there forever.
Trailer has flat tires. So that's a new one. Haven't seen that left behind before.
Is it too loud?
Roof looks good on the house. The driveway is, I don't know, kind of just comes to an end here. It's like I think it's just deteriorated asphalt. I don't think it's gravel. Here's your broken trash can.
Woohoo! That is some tall. I am surprised the city hadn't got on us yet. They probably already have.
Right. Got two screens on that window. This window has a screen.
Surprised the neighbors haven't been throwing a hissy fit.
This window does not have a screen. Looks like the glass is fogged on that too. Got some overgrowth along here. The first window appears to have a screen. We'll see if we can get to the second one from around back.
We've been having a lot of high prices coming from.
Exterior light is working, but it doesn't have a globe.
A lot of high prices coming from our tree guys lately. So coming through and cleaning out all these trees off top of here. I mean, most of the time they're quoting us $800 to $1,000 to just come through and trim trees so that they're not on top of the houses. So we're actively looking for a new tree guys.
Side of the house is pretty dirty, so could use a pressure wash. No screen for this big window here. This one has a screen.
Push it in. Perfect.
What's behind it? Outdoor table back here. That window has a screen.
Woohoo!
That's got your window AC left
Hey,
behind
Allie.
there as well.
Morning. I didn't talk
Not
about
sure
the
what
weather.
This is if this was like
I didn't tell everybody it was
remnants of a
nice.
shed or what. We got like some pallets and particle board falling apart over here, and then got our flower planting fire pit ring there. And you can see just in general the backyard's pretty overgrown. Grass is real long. This window with all the vines in it does not have a screen. And this window with all the vines in it does have a screen. And we'll see. Okay, it looks like this window that's closer to us here has its screen. You can see you got some branches kind of touching the roof line over there. And then right here you're missing some of your soffit. This backlight is like the front light. It's working, but no globe. More overgrowth. And we will pop inside here.
Woohoo!
So our back door takes us into
Laundry room.
the laundry and utility room.
Electric.
Got a washer and dryer here.
Gas furnace. Electric water heater to gas
Breaker
furnace.
box.
Woohoo!
There is an extra window sash. We'll see if we can figure out where that goes.
Free vacuum. Who wants a free vacuum?
Electric water heater.
Free bugs that go with the free
Gas
vacuum.
furnace. Both look like they're in alright condition. Got a small amount of floor separation down here between the washer dryer and the furnace.
Jeez Louise, guys.
The cleaning supply box over here behind the washing machine is missing that little trim piece around the outside of it. And we've got an electric dryer connection. The light in here works. Overall, this room doesn't look too bad, just needs trash cleaned out of it. Even had a shark vacuum there. Alright, so I think this is, this is going to be the window that's missing that sash that's in the utility room.
Aha.
Pulled it out to put their window AC in. And plug it in over there on the kitchen counter. Instead of here, this convenient outlet. Flooring in here looks like it's going to be okay. Got some trash left behind. Big refrigerator. Disconnect notice from IPL there on the fridge.
Nice.
May have some kind of electrical issues here. I'm not sure what it would be, but AC is not plugged in to the outlet right by it. Instead, it's strung across over to the counter here. And then over here, the fridge, it's not plugged in. There's an outlet here and an outlet here. I think this one's probably the fridge one, but it's not plugged into that. Instead, it's on this extension cord that comes up and plugs in over here behind the stove. So not sure what's going on there, but something. Here's our cabinets.
I thought that was a bug.
Bad.
Oh!
Spilled
No, it's
in there.
overran.
Looks like it should just wipe out. A water jug or something up there. And I can't Can't tell if there's more, but maybe you can.
Hey, free microwave. Sanyo. Man, I didn't even know they still made Sanyos.
Right here. Cabinets are dirty. They're going to need to be wiped down real well. Oh, this drawer's missing the bottom. They smell real musty. You can kind of see there's like mold or something growing on. All part of the excitement, I guess.
What is that? Is that mold on that cabinet?
Over there. I don't know what's going on with these cabinets. Why they've got like mold growing on them. Doesn't look like we've got a leak. So don't know why we've got that issue.
Craziness.
Some garlic.
Oh. Man, what a mess.
The counter's got a lot of stuff on it, but what I can see of it looks like it's in good shape. And I think we went through all the cabinets actually. So we're good there. Sink, a little dirty. Looks like that's going to be fine though. We don't have any blinds for these windows, either one in here. But they do have some remnants, so I'm thinking that they may have had them when they moved in. So may want to replace those. Can't really tell much on the stove. Standard level of dirtiness there. Got a blank cover up there, probably from a microwave or vent hood remnants. This window here has these curtains, no blinds. Got our puppy pee pad over here next to our elevated pet dining table packaging. So I haven't seen a lot of pet damage, but right here we've got ant or roach trap or something.
Not like last week. We don't have an ant and roach problem, but not like last week. Or I guess it was 2 weeks ago.
Insect trap, a glue trap, I think. So may have a pest problem here, or maybe they took care of it. That window's got curtains. The walls in here look good. I think we're mostly just looking at cleaning trash out. There's a lot of it, but not a lot of damage. A couple little screw holes over there to the right of the door. The security door doesn't have any glass in it. I don't know if that's how it was before or not. Front door closes, locks. Closet door. Good amount of junk left behind there. It looks like the closet rod's in here too, so should be able to just put that back. The door's stuck on some kind of plastic container there. But it closes, it latches. You've got one of these command hooks or whatever that probably have to come down. The light switches in here, these like dimmer ones, I think there's supposed to be something that goes on there, so it's not just this peg. So there's that, and that one. But the lights do work.
Alright, now there's video 1. Booyah. Video 2.
Both in the entry there and in this living room. Flooring seems pretty good. I think we're going to be good for this room. Now in the hallway here, right here.
Good
right
lord.
in about the middle of the hallway, between the bathroom door and these bedroom doors, kind of a lump in the flooring. So may need just some of the trim somewhere, kind of loosened, cut a little piece off the end or something. It's just pinching somewhere. So Not a big deal, but there's a little bubble there.
Trying to see if that's our flooring or not in here.
Don't think we have an exhaust fan, but we do have a working light. Got some trash collected along here. Here's our bathtub. Doesn't look too bad.
Maybe need to be
Shower
recaulked.
back up. Clean it out, but I think pretty good shape there. Clean the toilet. Definitely need to clean this sink top. The mirror looks like it's alright. Even looking pretty good under the vanity.
Wow.
Clean it out.
They made a major mess, but then they left the vanity underneath the
Bathroom's
vanity
pretty
clean.
good. Just needs good solid cleaning. And we'll check the door. So there's the
How's the
inside
walls?
bathroom
I
door.
haven't heard anything about the walls, Kyle, baby. Am I gonna have to repaint?
Doorknob's loose. Outside of the door looks like it's in good shape. Opens, closes, latches, all good there. I did find the switch for the hall light as well. So I've got that working.
Woohoo!
Move our wrapping paper out of the way here. Bedroom door.
Closes. Darn it, he's smart enough to be
Closes,
outside the door when he
latches,
closes it and tests it.
Opens. There's a little scratch on it. There. But I don't think that's really a big issue.
Man, a lot of trash.
Inside of it. And there's the closet door. There's too much stuff here to really get. It's lightweight, so hold that open a little bit. So I can't really see in there, but maybe you can. Part I can see looks like it's in good shape, just a lot of trash. And I can't really test that door. There's just too much stuff in the way. I think we had a guinea pig or somebody in here because we've got some hay and some straw and some wood chip bedding all filling in our floor space over here. So need some cleaning. Cobwebs in the corner over there.
Nice.
Again, no blinds on this window. So also, these are broken out, these little vent clips, vent stops, whatever they're called, are not there. There we go. Bag says this is Timothy hay, so whatever eats or lays around in that, that's what was living here. Besides that, the room doesn't look too bad. I think again, you're looking at cleaning it out, and should be good then. Just need to do an assessment at that point when you can see everything, but it looks like the floor is going to be good. Doors seem like they're alright. Biggest thing in this room is those little vent clip things that are missing, which I guess aren't super necessary. It does have, so this outlet over here is 3-prong, that one's 3-prong, and then this one over here is 2-prong. So I don't know if there was a rewire and they just got some things updated or what.
Oh, they just replaced the switches. Switch was outlet
Next
plates, whatever.
bedroom.
Oh, gosh. Man, again, we're being smart enough
Door
to
sticks
latch
a
it
little
from the
bit, but
outside.
it does close and latch. And open.
I mean, the walls don't look bad in the video, what I can see, so I'm not really
Inside
sure.
door also looks okay.
Minor touch up there, maybe.
Closet door.
I love it when you shut a door and you can hear it. Everything being moved out of the way.
Closes, latches, opens, everything you need in a door. And it looks like it's in good shape. Got some shoes left behind in the closet. And some miscellaneous trash. Rain boots. We do have one blind in this bedroom.
Is that a little portable heater?
Not over here. That glass on the bottom sash is looking like it's a little bit fogged, but not anything too bad. Flooring looks pretty good. I mean, you know, besides being covered in miscellaneous little bits of trash, I think this room is, again, just needs a heavy clean. Our light fixture works, so we should be good to go. On to the final bedroom.
Man, again, too smart. I keep hoping you're going to get trapped in a room.
And latches. Opens, sticks a bit.
Light works
in here.
Yeah, I think the 3 bedrooms have our flooring in them.
Let's see what we got here. Ant Killer Plus. So,
ants.
Probably had an ant problem. May still have an ant problem. I haven't seen a lot of them, so maybe they got it all treated. Got some plants left behind, some cabbage and something else. We've got some drapes hung in the blinds brackets over there, not very well. And then no blinds on this window. Let's see if we can scoot this mat out of the way here so we can check our closet door. Alright, and that door closes and latches. Opens up fine. Closet just has some miscellaneous junk left behind in it. So this room, like the others, I think just needs to pretty much be cleaned. That seems to be most of this house. I think the main things are getting the yard cleaned up, getting the house cleaned out. And then
3 bedroom.
really the
One full
biggest
bath.
thing I saw is that all these cabinets are all moldy, and then the electrical oddities in here that need to be just checked on in the kitchen. But nothing too major, and I think that does it for this house.
Woo! All right. So, I don't have a lot on my list. So even though the house is semi-trashed out, it doesn't sound like there was a lot of repaint in here. So anyway, so here's what I got. Obviously the yard needs to be cut. That's probably going to be an expensive first cut if it hasn't already been done. We need to trim trees, vines off house. Like I said, lately our tree guys have been charging a fortune for this sort of stuff. So the average quote I've been getting is around $800. And then if there's anything unusual, like they want to add mulch or they want to do something else, then it's usually a couple $100 more. So actually, I think I'm going to drop this back down to $8. Well, there's weeds and stuff on the side of the house, so hopefully we can get that taken care of. 2 to 3 screens that need to be replaced is $150. Pressure wash the exterior is $250. Clean up yard and interior, remove curtains. I want to remove curtains and broken blinds. Leave curtain hangers. So basically we're just going to remove the old curtains, but we'll leave the hangers. And then clean out all that trash. Assess the flooring in the laundry room because he said there was some issues there. Let me do this. Assess laundry hookups. Assess electricity. Well, I wanted to assess the laundry hookups because he said that there was missing trim rings, so there may be some other issues. Assess the electric in the kitchen. Some outlets are not working. They had cords run across the room, right? So we're going to figure out what's going on there. Repair or replace the drawer in the kitchen, the missing of the bottom drawer. Okay, so if we can find the original panel that goes into those drawers, then maybe we can fix it. Maybe we can cut one. I don't know if necessarily our guys are going to be savvy enough to want to do that. Worst case scenario is you basically screw that drawer shut, because it's not worth replacing the whole set of cabinets. Let's budget $75. Assess for bugs. I don't know. Typically, we're getting this done for about $100 a quarter, I think. I need to double check that. Reattach closet rod in living room. This will be a miscellaneous item. Repair or replace light switches in living room. Dimmer switches have no knobs. So I'm going to probably say it's probably going to be, if we can't get the knobs, it's probably about $75. Recaulk tub surround. I guess we need to assess that. Couldn't really see. Then here's the biggie. I couldn't see the walls very well. Assess paint on walls to see if needs touch up or repaint. A couple of broken seals and 2 to 3 windows. Just that's an FYI for the owner. They're not affected other than you can't. It's a cosmetic thing, right? You can't really see through them. So let's put in a miscellaneous. Let me get rid of the assessment highlight. I don't know. I mean, I want to say 500, but I think that's super high. And the final clean will probably be about $300. I guess we should assess mold-like substance on kitchen cabinets. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it just wipes off. Maybe it's nothing to be worried about. You know what I mean? So anyway, so where are we at? Rough estimate. Give me a calculator. 1,000 plus 150 plus 250 plus 500 plus 75 plus 75 plus 500 plus 300. About 2,850. Oh, what happened there? Crazy. All right, so looks like I was going to say earlier that, let me pull up a spreadsheet real quick. Looks like this house was bought by the previous owner in 2015 for $46,500. Let's just say $46,500. Let me pull up my cash flow sheet. I do not know what my current owner paid for this house. So we are going to go with that 46.5 number, okay? So 46.5, no, not 30,000. What's going on? I'm having troubles today. 46,500. We'll just go ahead and try and figure that out. Renovation expenses, we got, what do we say, 2,550? 2,850 times 1.2, 2,850 times 1.2, 3,400. Let's say 3,500. 3,500. Let's say they bought it and they paid $1,000 for closing costs. Assessed land value. How much is that? This is for tax purposes. This is 2,300. So this helps us figure out our depreciation. All right. So property taxes on this bad boy are cheap. 780 a year. We're gonna say I think we were renting this for $750. 8% vacancy rate. I'm gonna say 10% average repairs. 2% just because I like to get even numbers here. So it makes us out to a total operating cost of 30%. Sorry, my nose is itchy. $550 for property insurance on the property. So right now it's about a 9.75% cap rate. So almost just a hair under 10%. So that's not horrible. And that's with the 46.5 plus the 3,500. So basically our basis is 51,000 into this property. So if we add in mortgage payments, if you could find somebody at a loan less than I think that's high, but if you can find somebody at a loan less than $50,000, so 35.7 is what you're getting a loan, your mortgage payment Your principal and interest would be $180.89. So typically, if you paid cash for this property, owned it outright, you would get cash flow of $414.17. So that's not bad. Now mortgage payments would be $180.89. So your cash flow after the debt service is $233.28. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. And then we could figure in the let's say your tax rate is 25%. So it actually makes your, so the depreciation on it would make your total tax benefit, your cash flow would be $270 a month. So not horrible. The cash on cash return for getting a $35,000 700 would make your return 18%. So that's pretty doggone good. Not bad at all. So those are the numbers on this bad boy. It's not a bad little house. Needs some cleanup, and we need to get rid of the steamroller out front. But otherwise, I mean, pretty good shape. All right. So what else is going on? Anything going on? Anybody watching? I got 3 concurrent viewers. So you guys want to? What do you want to look at? Do we want to look at anything else? We got a little bit of time here. Let's look at. Let's see if we can find. You want to look at a property real quick and just run some quick numbers on it? All right, let's do that. Boom. All right. So here's a duplex, 83 North Ewing Street. He's asking $60,000 for it. Duplex, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath each side. So I would say that it'll probably rent for $650 per side. I mean, we could pull up. Let's pull up. See if we can pull up some comps here. Hold on. Oh, this is for a duplex. I guess that'll show us what we want. Give me a second here. Put this on here. You guys are quiet today. 83 North Ewing Street. Not what he said in his ad. 83 North Ewing. Yep. Okay. So this is, we're going to look at quarter-mile radius. Now this is single-family stuff. So we're going to look at active, pending, and sold over the last 1 year, and rentals over the past 2 years. This is the important one for us because this is a duplex. This is not a single family. So let's go over here. What we're basically going to look at is we're going to look at rentals. So here's a 2-1, I rented for $470, 5 1/4, 3-1, $699. Is that a duplex? Yeah, that's a duplex. So 700. Let's look at the pictures on that bad boy. So carpets throughout, tile in the kitchen. Yeah, kitchen's not bad looking. It's kind of nice. Bathroom, cheap. You know, it's not bad looking little house. It's actually kind of decent looking, right? So they're getting 700 for that. Let's see here. Let me go back. Here's another 3-1. They got 600 for that. Again, it's a duplex, and we're not getting a whole lot of pictures here. And there's the kitchen. So this is average rental grade for probably that area, right? So there's 600 to 700 with an updated kitchen, right? So again, extra $100 for an updated kitchen. How much would an extra a kitchen run you? Let's say you got 8 feet of cabinet. Let's say 10 feet of cabinetry, right? So you got to figure linear feet of cabinets, about $200 a linear foot. So 10 feet, so about $2,000 in cabinets, uppers and lowers, and it includes countertops and sinks. You know, if you added it in something like a dishwasher or something like that, then that's obviously going to be extra. What was that one that they got 700? What was that picture? Did they do anything with dishwasher or anything? Nope, no dishwasher. So, you know, they've got the backsplash and stuff like that. That probably be a little extra. So it's probably $2,000 or $3,000. Yeah, I would say $2,500 for 10 feet of cabinets. And that's actually probably about 12 or 14 feet of cabinets. So, all right, so if they're getting an extra $100 a month for that, right? So you're probably talking a year and a half to pay for it. And you just got to make sure you're getting a decent tenant in who's not going to trash it out. So between I would say probably we're on our numbers off of 650. So 650. It's a duplex. It's $1,300 a month. 650 aside, right? Now we're going to do our vacancy credit loss 12% because it takes longer, about a month and a half. I can usually fill a vacancy on a single family in 2 to 4 weeks, and it usually takes 4 to 8 weeks on multifams because we look for higher end people. But they also swap out a lot. Average repairs, maintenance costs. First year, you definitely want to figure in. I'm going to bump this up a little bit. Not 3,000%, 30%. So 10% average repairs. First year you guys buy the house, you want to make sure you're covered. So you want to put away some money to make repairs, stuff that was maintenances and repairs that the previous owner did not do, deferred maintenances, right? I always fluff it up just where we're even, right? So I get it to where 55 or 60 or whatever. Usually it's 50% is what we're doing. But this is multifam. Multifams cost more. I don't know how much is the taxes on this one. Hold on. What was the address? 83 North Ewing. '83 North Ewing. I'm waiting. Taxes on this bad boy are $1,246 a year. Property insurance on it should probably be about $550. I'm going to also add in. So every time you have a turn, and multifams have turns about every year, I would definitely consider having a turn every year in multifams. It's going to run you between $1,000 and $2,000 for the turn costs. So hopefully you've got a $650 security deposit. So let's just say that it costs you $1,000 per unit. So it's probably going to cost you $2,000 per year to do turns on this bad boy. No, that's month. I screwed up. Sorry. That's why I always do annual permanents. $2,000 for the year. Okay. So that's just tenants just do not stay long in multifams. So 1 to 2 years is about the average. So you need to be figuring in your turns. So about $2,000 there. He wants $60,000 for this property. Let's look at. Does he have any pictures? He has one picture. Can we see anything by looking at it? Looks like older windows. Looks like it's going to need some work. There's stuff growing here. Let me look at my emails. Oops. See if I got an email on this one. I don't have an email on it. So I don't know how much work it's going to need. Let's conservatively figure that it's going to probably need 10 grand in rehab. I don't know. $1,000 in closing costs. 70% assessed land value. Do we know that? 2,100. Length of mortgage. Well, we could do that in a little bit. 30 years at 4.5. I'm sure people can get it better. Maybe not. I don't know. COVID times, banks might be starting to roll it back. So we are at about a 4.5% cap rate. Even if I drop this 10 grand in renovations, right? Oh, it's perfect. We're still at a 5.29% cap rate. That's not very good, guys. So I'm going to put my 10,000 back in. So our basis is 71,000. Loan on it would be 49.7. Again, you're going to need a bank that will loan less than 50 grand. And 4.5%. So okay, so normal cash flow without debt service is 268.87. So that's not that great cash flow wise. So about 3,200 a year, and that's on duplex. Mortgage payments 251.82 a month if you've got a mortgage on that 49.7,000, whatever that's the loan you've got. So the principal and interest would be 251.82. So you would have $16.85 a month in cash flow, which is horrible. Cash on cash returns 0.95%, 1%, less than 1%. So you definitely don't want to do a loan on a property like this. So even if we figure in our typicals, it's not saving it, $70. So to me, that's not a deal. Just not a deal. That's a wholesaler. So anyway, so not a deal. All right, do we want to do another one? We got 15 minutes. You want to do another one? Asking 34.9 for this one. Let's look and see what this one's like. Is it trashed out? Yep, looks like it's pretty trashed out. All right, so this is in 1731 North Alton. Let's go back here. I got my caps lock on. Awesome. Okay, so these are all probably new builds. Yep, new builds. Can I go back? Yes, I can. So old builds are Rainbow Bridge. That house was built in the. Where's my build date? Build date. 1950 up here. So this one is all brick, so that's nicer than us. This one here, stone front, nice little house. The picture they're showing here is not a nicer house, probably. 1731 North Alton. Let's look and see where we're at map view wise. So that one sold for 72, that one sold for 54, this one sold for 69. So we're probably, these are probably $75,000 houses. 75 there, active, there's 100, there's 126. So they're quite a bit of ways from our subject property. What are these? Come on. These are all the new ones. Huh, that's nice. So I suppose you could, there's all sold too. So this whole street here was rebuilt, redone. Interesting. So tear it down, build new. Probably not. So anyway, but you could probably benefit from this. Values going up. So I'm going to still say it's probably around 70, 75 is what it's worth. Fixed up. ARV 72. Yeah, so not bad. Nice that he's doing that. 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Let's see what our rental's going for. 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Looks like it rented for 800. What's that one look like? That's a nice picture there. So it's probably on par with ours. We've got a nicer kitchen. So yeah, so it's a 3-bedroom, so that's about right. $800 a month, 750, 800. We'd have to maybe do ours up a little bit nicer because that one had a decent kitchen in it. All right, so let's go back here. So let me create a new one because I don't want to ruin myself on numbers. So let's say we get 800, 8%, 10%, 3%. No, 2%. Sorry. I'm trying to get even numbers here. And 10% for property management. Taxes on this one here. Let me pull that up real quick. 1731 North Alton. $1,004 a year. Oops. let's look at his pictures real quick. Yes, 34.9. Oh man, horrible pictures. So we're gonna need interior repaint. I can't tell what the flooring is like. Does not have central air. Yep, gonna need an interior repaint. No clue what the floors are like. Those floors are shot. That's the dining room. Interior repaint and flooring. Nice toilet. You pay extra for that. Nice vanity. So we're gonna have to do a kitchen or a bathroom redo. That's gonna stay. That's nice. The nice tub there, one-piece tub. That's kind of an interesting thing you can do on these properties, guys. You can put in the new construction one-piece tubs if you can do it. You can open a wall up and slide it in, or if you can get it in there, period. It's super duper low maintenance, and they just last and last. So that's nice. I like seeing that. So the bathroom is going to need to be redone, but we don't have to do the shower, and that's a big portion of it. Excuse me, COVID. So, okay, under sink plumbing. So the vanity is going to have to be replaced. There's no way around that. And then the toilet needed to be replaced. I doubt it's going to clean up. Laundry room, we're going to have to do the flooring in there. Bedrooms, you're going to have to do probably the flooring and repaint throughout. Yeah. Stickers everywhere. Princess, Polly Princess. Holy cow, the upstairs. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, she rules the roost. Let's see here. So yeah, so there's some miscellaneous here, flooring throughout. Oh, better pictures of the kitchen. Kitchen cabinets could stay, so that's not bad. I got to do something about this outside exterior door here. This gap is just crazy. They got some sort of tile there. I don't know if that flooring is going to have to go or not. The countertops are atrocious. Newer cabinets, but then a crazy countertop. Had a dog or have a dog. Electric is newer. Oh, nice crawl space. Hey, anybody want their Polly Princess vanity there? We can move that upstairs. That maybe is asbestos. I'm not sure. Ductwork. You're going to probably have some money in ductwork here. When the furnace is not looking so hot. Looks like it's got central air though. Which, didn't we see a window unit upstairs? So the furnace and central air is not working. That water heater is shot. Yeah, the basement's just kind of a dungeon. Oh, it's the man on the moon picture right there, man. Oh, it's got galvanized plumbing in a lot of it. Yeah, I think that furnace has about had it. Maybe have some plumbing issues here because it looks like it's leaking down. Oh, you got an email on this property? Oh, on the other one? Okay, I'll have to look at it. Yeah, the happy face. Happy face. Oh, backyard deck is going to need some work. I think this house needs 15 or 20 grand worth of work. Just off the top of my head. The back fence is shot right back here. No garage. I didn't look at that on our other ones. The deck is bad shape. Gonna have to, at a minimum, you're gonna have to replace the cover boards on this because I don't think they're gonna. Maybe you could screw them down. I'm not really sure, but it looks pretty rough. So either tear out that or, I mean, this is a crazy deck. What? Where's the house? The house is back here somewhere, and then you go down some steps, or you come up the steps to get onto this little whatever area. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of craziness going on with this deck. I would say you're going to rip it off. Yeah, a whole lot of craziness going on with that deck. Oh, maybe they had an above ground pool? I bet you that's what they did. They had an above ground pool here, and then they had a deck going to the above ground pool. little storage shed. There's going to be some yard maintenance. Yeah, I'm thinking closer to $20K worth of work. The roof, those look like three-dimensional shingles, so you're going to have to clean this. Going to clean this all off, so you could probably got $1,000 there to clean these trees off of this house. Gutters need some work here, and gutter guards put on because of the trees. The roof looks newer. I can't tell really about the, whatchamacallit, alleyway. Sewers under the alleyway. There's the original condenser outside, but like I say, I don't think it's working because we saw pictures inside of window units, right? And the front steps. Yeah, I'm thinking a minimum of 20 grand on this place. Yeah, see, there's a window unit. Is it just me, or is that whole roof leaning? Is it just the picture? I don't think so. Free tire. I gotta get one of those with every house. Street view. Neighbor's house, maybe? I don't know. Neighbor's house, maybe? So it's not a high dollar street. So again, I'm thinking about the $75,000 price. All right, so let's go back to our cash flow analysis. He wants, what did he say he wanted? 34.9? No, 34.9. So he wants 34.9. Oops. 70%. We're going to probably put at least 20,000 into it. 1,000 closing costs. 55.9. So the loan would be 39.130. Did I put that in there? Yeah, I did. What's the assessed land value on this bad boy? 4,100. Craziness. 30 years, 4.5%. Again, you got to find a bank that'll loan less than 50K. Yeah, about 10.23% return. And cash flow is 278.06 even after the mortgage payment. So mortgage payment would be about 198.27. Again, if you can find a bank that'll loan less than 50 grand, 476.33. If it assessed at, let's say you got it to assess at, I'm going to put in here 55,000. So we think the house is, what did we say we thought the house was worth? What did he say? 72. So let's put in his 72 number. So I need to drop this by what? 4,000, so 51,000. So if it assessed, or if an appraisal came through and it appraised the house at $72,000, 50,400 is our loan. You can probably get a standard bank to do this. Then its cash on cash return is 12.28%. So if you got the loan, right? So you got a loan for 50,400. Your payment would be $255.37 a month. Your cash flow was 220.96. And again, we can figure in the 27.5, and we can figure in whatever your tax rate is. So 270, 240. So not horrible, as long as the repairs are 20 grand or less. And judging by some of that, it could be higher than that. So anyway, so not bad. Let's see if Allison sent me the pictures on that duplex. '83 North Ewing. Click here for pictures. Basement exterior, interior A. So this one needs flooring throughout. Going to need a repaint. Yeah, I would paint the walls in here. Well, I don't know. Flooring throughout, maybe. Maybe you can get by with the stuff that's in the kitchen, or since you're there, you might as well do it. Oh, I don't like this. The clawfoot tub and the clawfoot shower, that's just not pleasant. That's just kind of a mess. I don't like that at all. Vanity is newer. It's not horrible. Carpets are older. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could get by, you know, you could prolong your problems by, you know, just doing the repainting it and stuff. If the floors are decent, you could keep them for 1 tenant or 2 tenant, but then you're going to have to replace them. So I would definitely factor it in when you're doing your repairs. Been repainted, so maybe you don't have to repaint everything. The windows are all older, so I would definitely consider upgrading the windows. But we already ran the numbers on this one, and this was a horrible deal, right? Yeah, we did, because the windows are shot. So yeah, this is not a deal worth even pursuing. And I don't have the numbers, so we could play with them to see if we could drop the numbers and get better deal or not. But I doubt they're going to do it. They're going to want 60 grand for this thing, and I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, I'm already seeing 5 grand at least just on the one side. And the bathroom is crap. I hate clawfoot tubs because they're just a maintenance nightmare. And the windows are shot. So that's just terrible for tenants. Yeah, no, that's an older window. I got the blinds drawn so you can't see what the windows are. You know, and windows are $250, $300 a piece. So if this house has a lot of windows, then let's see here. Can we go back? I'm gonna have to go back through all my. Nope, there we go. Exterior. How many windows are there? Just in the front alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably not usable space. So I wouldn't replace those. 6 on the front. Okay, not front pictures. So there's a whole bunch of windows over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably another 6 on each side. 6 to 8 on each side. Gas meter. Yeah, there's probably 6 windows on each side, and then there's another 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back. So you're talking like 6, 12, 18, 22 windows. You're talking $6,000, $7,000 right there just in windows for this house. And that's not including like these windows that don't move. There's one up here too, I think, on the front. So yeah, this is not a deal. I would not be interested in this. So anyway, all right, kids. Happy Saturday. Have a good one. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Please click the like. Someday I'll be monetized by YouTube, but you know, no time soon, I'm sure. So have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.